So this is John. Will you do it? I got Dee here. Dee Nimmin.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, we are.
Sorry. I thought we were still getting framed up. Take two.
Say, this is John. Will you do it? I got Dee Nimmin here. Dee runs a channel helping you with mobile content creation. So Dee, tell us all about what you do, and then we'll start getting into some questions.
Okay, on my channel, I help mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. So if you're wanting to get started on YouTube or anywhere in social media using your smartphone, I got you. That's what I do.
That's right. So anything from creating thumbnails?
Thumbnails, video editing, how to live stream with your phone, how to live stream if you have under 1,000 subscribers on your phone.
That's big.
Right? Even little things like how to activate dark mode on various apps.
So you may not know, if you're not a YouTuber yet, that there are certain restrictions, and one of the restrictions is you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers in order to be able to live stream through YouTube using the YouTube app. But they kept the door open for using third-party apps, and I think it's more like you really have to know what you're doing with intention to be able to do that. So they leave it open to what's some of the apps that can do it.
You can live stream with Prism Live Studio. You can live stream with Streamlabs.
Streamlabs, yep. Right? We use that for Twitch.
Right. If you're an iOS user, you can use Switcher Studio, which is pretty amazing because if you have multiple iOS devices, one of them can be a camera switcher, and the other phones or iPads will be cameras, and you can switch, making a multi-camera.
That's awesome.
A multi-camera show using your iPhones.
See, so he knows it all.
I don't know about all, but
you know it all.
I know enough.
Come on, you know it all.
Yeah.
So he's the expert, right? So,
appreciate that.
So now, was it you who convinced Nick, or Nick convinced you?
To get into YouTube, or,
yes.
Or for me to start YouTube?
Well, I think Nick started because you helped him, right?
Well, Nick and I worked together previously in another business. He came to work for me. We taught him how to edit video. We taught him how to use Photoshop. We taught him how to do all of that stuff. And then once I sold that business and moved on, he came to me one day and he says, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I said, cool, good luck, and just totally dismissed it. Totally dismissed it. Then he comes back, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years later, he's got 150,000 subscribers. And he's like, hey, I've got a live stream. Are you interested in doing a live stream with me? And I said, yeah, we can do that. Do a live stream together. And then through the live stream on his channel, and then we started talking about the idea of me doing a channel. And I don't know, it just kind of unfolded. We didn't push it, we just let it unfold naturally.
Okay.
And yeah, now he's pushing 500,000 subscribers.
Isn't that crazy?
And here I am being interviewed by you.
Yeah.
So yeah, life has a funny way of presenting opportunities.
So I attended a 3D printing convention this weekend, and I met one exhibitor, Lewis Harris. He goes by Wally Gator on Twitter. He makes incredible models. I mean, he'll do anything from Marvel to DC, and it's his passion. He has no interest in selling them. I said, if I give you $1,000, nope, I don't want to part with it. Like legit, he won't part with it. Everybody has their number, but I don't know what his number is, but so I'm like, well, you're doing this, but you can inspire other people. So why not create some videos? You can use your smartphone, you can have a GoPro sitting up here, you can just record this footage in time lapse. And then we created a top 10 list of the videos that he could work on.
Okay.
How to select the model, how to slice the model. If you're familiar with 3D printing, that's a technique that you have to do to prepare the model. And then, so we ended up with a top 10 list of videos. Do you go through something similar on your channel for like, this is the bullet points of what I need to cover in the next month or 2 months?
It depends. I usually look at a long-term content strategy in terms of, okay, I know I want to, for example, say I go to YouTube and I want to look at how to live stream on a mobile device. So I type in various keyword searches, I search by phrases, and I see what's out there, and I say, okay, can my channel move in to be an authority on this topic? And if I think I can move in on it, then those are the sorts of videos that I start to make, and I keep making them until I am an authority on that particular topic. Doesn't always work out that way, but for the most part it does.
For the successful, how many videos does it take? Like, I'm sure it's different for each thing, but on average, how many videos does it take to become an authority in a particular area?
That's hard to say, because I've had some videos that right out of the gate, they just exploded. Out of the gate, right? Lucky video, boom, you're off and running, and that will put you in a good position, right?
Yep.
I've had like live streaming, I had to make, I think, 3 videos, and they had to be 3 really good videos. right? In order to become an authority on that. And another thing you have to pay attention to are your thumbnails. If your thumbnail doesn't have a high click-through rate and your audience view duration isn't that high, you probably won't be an authority. However, you just have to outperform the other videos that are competing for the same
So appear
keyword
within
phrase.
the top 10, top 3,
Well, I mean, you don't have to compete.
the first page, top 20.
I like to go, I prefer to be in the top 5 of
Top
anything
5,
that
okay,
I search for.
there you go.
It doesn't always work out that way, and you're always moving, but
I have a few of those videos. So
Yeah.
for me, I have a sub panel video that if you look for sub panel, I'm number 1. If you look for crown molding, I'm like crown molding lighting, I'm like number 1. So I have a few of those videos, and that actually helped my channel, and that's why I'm here, because I'm trying to double down on what I'm doing and connecting with people like Dee, because we can talk about these things. We're doing it here. We're talking about these things. We're bouncing them off of one another.
one thing that people think about, or they don't think about rather, is when they're making YouTube content. If you're just getting started, you're thinking about all of these videos have to do great in order to grow. Now, if all of those videos do well, yeah, you will grow faster, but generally, and this is probably the same on your channel, correct me if I'm wrong, I bet you just have a handful of videos that are driving the majority of views to your channel.
Yep.
Most channels that I've worked with and that I've had access to, you have a core group of videos. They drive the majority of the views, they drive the majority of the watch time, they drive the majority of the comments and the other engagement, the most shares. And then the other videos, I don't want to call them cannon fodder because they're still helpful to other people, but they don't have that same sort of response as those core videos do. And you never know which one of those videos is going to end up like that.
How do you decide? So I hear this oftentimes from Roberto and others, where we hear hero, hub, and helper, or do you have 3?
You say help videos, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you decide what video you're going to produce?
For me, what works the best for my channel, and this is the way I make content, I don't really do the hero video stuff. That it's time consuming. I don't have a lot of time to do that. What I focus on is search.
So almost like a helper video?
Yeah, all my videos are help videos, how-to videos, help videos.
Yep.
And what's worked for my channel, and if you're making how-to content, this is one strategy that you can use. I look at making videos as kind of being a video farmer, so to speak. I'm planting seeds in YouTube, how-to seeds, and people find them through search. A lot of people call it evergreen content, like how to turn on dark mode. And Facebook, that's gonna be around for years to come.
Yep.
Right, so I'm planting those video seeds out on YouTube. And the majority of my traffic comes from search because of that. A lot of videos that I put out, I know they're not going to do that well out of the gate, but I know 2 months, 3 months, 4 months from now, they're going to get that swell from YouTube. So that's kind of my strategy. It doesn't work for everybody, but that's what works for my channel, my type of content.
Do you have seasonal content? I have one video where I explain how to fix a pressure washer, and the video is doing very well. The first month I published it, I was totally surprised. I'm like, nobody's going to watch this. It brought in $50. The next month brought in $75. The next month $90. I'm all the way up to like $190 a month. And then now it's like kind of dropping down because it's getting colder and nobody's like really pressure washing. People are still pressure washing across the US, but in the warmer regions. So what do you find with seasonal videos? Do you have anything that's seasonal, or it doesn't really affect mobile?
I don't have seasonal in terms of weather changes, but I have, so for example, new iPhones are getting ready to come out.
Right.
Or iOS just releases a new iOS 13. All of my Apple videos will see a spike because people are on YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're wanting to learn about the new iPhone.
It's a form of a season. It's a product release season.
Right. So anytime new Android comes out, my Android videos will get a spike.
So now,
a new phone, rather, comes out.
And I'm so bad at this, but I hear Roberto and others talking all the time about trying to find the content and then creating a method to tap off of that. Like you mentioned the iPhone, you know that there's an iPhone release, so maybe you should get on a couple of videos. Now, is that considered trending? Like what is that?
Yeah, that would be
type of
considered
video?
trending. If you know something is going to be popular. Let's say you're making how-to videos and crafts, right? Just craft videos. You know Halloween's coming. So I would get ahead of Halloween and I would start making content on how to carve pumpkins, how to make scarecrows to put in your front yard, whatever it is that you're going to make on your channel. I would get in front of those events because you know they're coming. Right? If you have a cooking channel, you could probably make 10 videos on how to cook turkey or how to prepare a Thanksgiving
And then
dinner.
you would be an authority in cooking turkey.
Right, and you just don't want to make one video. You want to make a series of videos.
Right.
Right. You want to plant a bunch of seeds instead of one.
Because you're helping the algorithm identify your content.
Right.
And being able to identify a target audience to put that out there.
Right. And another thing you can do is take advantage of your end screens and your cards and your pinned comment and make sure that you interlink all of that content together. Make sure that it's all relative. For example, if I come to your channel, you have a cooking channel, and I want to learn how to cook a turkey. Well, it makes sense to hand them off to another video at the end of your video and in your description to a pinned comment that is relevant to Thanksgiving dinner. Right, and you keep making videos. You want people binge watching your content. And the more you link them up together, the better off you're going to be. You don't want to teach someone how to make a turkey and then hand them off to a video about how to knit a crochet.
That's what I do on my channel. I'm like all over the place.
Or 3D printing, right? Here's how you make a turkey. Maybe you'll be interested in how to operate a 3D printer.
I'll get there, people.
You right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, relevant content is where you'll really see growth.
All right, so I have videos on how to do crown molding. I'm a DIY channel. So my videos are, I'm fixing my truck. I'm not able to niche down. I really refuse to niche down because that's not me. Are you okay with me being me on my channel? Because I hear all the time people saying you really have to niche down if you want to grow. Are you okay with me?
Here's what I tell everyone.
In my lane.
You do whatever it is you want to do because everyone has their own channel goals. Yeah. You might be making content just because you want to make content. Right?
Right.
But I would say this, if you come to me and you say, hey Dee, teach me how to grow my channel faster. I'm going to say, if you keep doing it the way you're doing it, it's going to slow your growth. You will grow at your own speed and that's fine.
Yep.
But if you want to accelerate, if you want to raise all of your metrics, I recommend you niche down.
Now, if I were to niche down, could I still play in the periphery and make videos that are this and that? Or it's still going to potentially hurt?
Let's take truck repair.
Yep.
Right? You could do an entire playlist full of truck repair videos, ranging from how to repair different things on your truck all the way to the tools that you need to do it. Right? So that's one full playlist. And if you could build other playlists, other videos around that, I would do that. So maybe one is not truck repair, but you know if they're coming in on that, they own a truck. So what other things would a truck owner want to know?
I'm a good band example of a channel. So good.
Right. What about the best tonneau covers for your truck?
Yeah.
What about the best wheels to put on your truck in the wintertime?
Now here comes the authority word. You then become an authority in the truck area.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is something I can't do yet because I'm still ADD with my channel.
I'm very ADD as well.
I make a video, but you're still like the mobile guy, right? So
I have to resist the urge to make lots. Yeah, all right. I have to resist. Every time I sit down to make a video, I always want to make another video than the one I'm supposed to make.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just the way it is.
All right, very good. I'm a big fan of Dee's. Like his work and everything is just incredible. And the amount of people that he helps, I'm always shouting his name out. So if you don't know who Dee Nimmin is, you do now. Make sure you check out his channel. And we see statistically more people are using mobile devices.
I'm about ready to drop one on you. More than 70% of all watch time on YouTube now comes from a mobile device.
So what that means,
it's a lot of people are using their smartphones to view YouTube content.
You also have to be, let's consider this too. So when you make an instructional video on a 4K monitor that's 49 inches big, which is what my monitor is, it's great for me because I can see it. But if I'm making this video full 4K, guess what my DPI is? Nobody's going to be able to read the content on a mobile device, and it'll totally hurt. So you should really consider either using something, I think like maybe Camtasia has the ability to zoom in on a particular part of the screen.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, and then shows where the mouse is, or you can just choose to zoom in within Premiere Pro directly to zoom in.
I built graphics and arrows to point at things.
And you have to really zoom in so that people can see what you're talking about. Because when you say click on the file menu, if my 4K monitor is this big and the file menu is this little tiny thing, guess what? You're not going to be able to read it.
Right.
So you have to consider those things too when you're creating content for mobile-friendly viewing.
Which is the majority of people on YouTube.
Considering 70%, like my video on fixing a pressure washer. It's pretty much cut and dry. This is what it is. It's not a big deal. But an instructional video where I'm trying to show graphics on the screen, Yeah, it's really important. So that's the tip of the day.
That's actually a great tip.
Yeah, thank you.
I actually should probably use Camtasia myself to do that. I just make graphics. I do overlay graphics, but I don't think about, well, I'm an old guy.
But you can
I don't
always
think
zoom
about
in.
4K.
If you use Premiere?
I use Vegas Pro when I make it on my
But you
PC.
can zoom in.
Yeah, I can zoom in.
You can just zoom in on the area and just show the mouse clicking on it to kind of, and then you get the little fake mouse click sound, you know, you have in a lot of videos, the helper videos. So look,
good tip.
Thank you very much, Dee, for coming to join my channel.
Thanks, Sean. I'm looking forward to this week. How exciting is this, right?
We're here for VidSummit, right? So VidSummit is, you got Daryl Eves, who's running it alongside Mr. Beast, Sean Doris, and then we got Casey Neistat.
Peter McKinnon's going to be here.
That's right. Yeah. We got Marquez here.
I think Roberto said, VidSummit is like our Super Bowl.
There you go. It is Content Creator Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So you'll hear stories of people who have come here and then walked away, changed their content strategy. They're coming back and they're double, triple, quadruple. Roger Wakefield has 117 subscribers.
Roger is killing it.
He's now
killing it.
He's now beyond 10,000.
I came here last year with just a little over 10,000. And I think I'll hit 55,000 today.
Now, can you tell anybody if you employed any of the strategies from VidSummit?
Yeah, I did. I employed some of the things that I learned here, but more than that, it was just the connections that I made here, the networking. You never know where opportunities are going to pop up.
Look, it's right here. So this is a testament to it. Like, so I know Dee from attending events, Video Marketing World, VidSummit last year. And then we're always in his live stream. He even popped in my live stream one time, which is awesome.
But the thing with video content, especially with YouTube, is you don't know where those opportunities are going to come from. I teach people how to make content on their phone, but out of the blue, I'm also consulting now for app developers. Completely unrelated, but they're creative apps, and they wanted input from someone who's making content on their phone.
Like a product manager.
Yeah, so opportunities are out there, and you never know where they're coming from, and that's why these events are really important.
So VidSummit,
invest in
networking,
yourself. Invest in yourself.
Right. Double down. Triple down on yourself. You're the best, man.
Appreciate that.
All right, so if you like more of these videos, I got others. Check them out.